everybody? My name is Codline3639. Welcome back to another video. Today in this one, it's going to be another dueling video, and in this one, it's going to be Tri-Brigade versus Swordsoul. Yeah, Swordsoul being the upcoming deck, the most new and exciting deck in this format. Yeah, very, very good deck. It's basically one card synchros. That's all you really need to know about it. If you don't know what it does at this point, you're kind of out of the loop in the meta. Go learn. But Tri-Brigade is actually interesting to see as well, because a lot of people are more moving towards the Lyralist Tri-Brigade version of the build, where it contains more Lyralist. But in this matchup, it's just the Tri-Brigade itself, which you cannot count out because, of course, Tri-Brigade is still powerful by itself. But without further ado, though, let's get straight into the duel. So the Swordsoul player will be on the top and the Tri-Brigade player will be on the bottom. Swordsoul player will choose to go first since he did win rock, paper, scissors. Starting off with the hands here, we'll start off with the Tri-Brigade. We have Nibiru, Karas, Revolt, Kit, and a Rescue Cat. And then for the Swordsoul player, we have Pot of Prosperity, Forbidden Chalice, Long One, a Shuna, and then another Long One as well. So let's get straight into the duel here. We'll go standby main phase, activate that Pot of Prosperity. We'll go ahead and banish 3 for cost here, which does go through. Again, just the Nibiru is the hand trap for the Tri-Brigade player here. He will have a Swordsoul Sacred Mist or something like that. It's the Monster Reborn for the Swordsoul. We'll go Long One, discard the Ashuna here to special summon out the Long One plus the token, and then we'll go ahead and quickly synchro summon into the Baronet de Fleur. Very powerful card for the deck. And then we'll trigger Long One to inflict 1200, set 1 card, and we'll pass back to the Tri-Brigade player, who draws Forbidden Chalice, Forbidden Droplet for turn. We'll go ahead and normal summon Rescue Cat. We'll Chalice it straight away. We'll actually then trigger the cat here, which will do nothing since its effects are negated. And then we'll go ahead and do Karas's effect, discard the kit. There's a little bit of lag here because Dueling Book is a great system. But Karas, discard the kit. We'll go ahead and special summon out the Karas here. And then we'll go ahead and trigger Kit's effect to mill a Tri-Brigade card here. We'll go ahead and mill Nerval. Nerval's effect to go ahead and add that Fractal to him. And then we'll go ahead and do Karas's effect, banishing 2 for cost. We'll do Baronet, then Droplet, send the Karas to negate the Baronet de Fleur. So, yep. Now, basically, Tri-Brigade has free range. We'll summon out the Faragite, and then we'll go ahead and do Faragite effect to special summon the Fractal here, and then we'll go ahead and then go to battle phase, Fractal over the Baronet de Fleur, which is at 1500 because, again, it's getting reduced by Forbidden Droplet here. But then we'll go into Faragite attack for another 16 here. And then we'll go ahead and go Link 2 in main phase 2, make a Verte. Then we'll trigger Faragite's effect to draw 1 and then put 1 to the bottom of the deck. Draws Ash and then puts Nibiru to the bottom of the deck here. And then we'll take 2K for Verte, send the Fusion Destiny, the very popular engine right now of DPE. We'll send the Dasher and the Celestial to summon out the Enforcer here. We'll set 1 card and pass it back to the Swordsoul player who just draws Ecclesia. We'll go ahead and special summon it out. And then we'll go ahead and do Enforcer effect here. We will chain Ecclesia here because Ecclesia is a quick effect. And then Ecclesia does tribute itself for cost. So kind of a weird play for the Tri-Brigade player. But we'll have the Ash Blossom to negate the Ecclesia. We'll pop the Verte and the Enforcer off Enforcer's effect here. And then trigger Enforcer effect Engrave to special summon himself back out in the standby phase of the next turn. And then we'll go ahead and do Long One effect, discard the that Monster Reborn card. We'll summon out the Long One plus the token. And then we'll do Revolt's effect here. We'll go ahead and use 4 monsters, get into an Ominous Omen. We'll do Nerve effect, Chain Link 1, and Omen, Chain Link 1, Nerval, Chain Link 2. And we will simply emit defeat to that one. So now, yeah, so let's get into game 2, shall we? Not a very good hand for that Swordsoul player. I'd really just Long One, and that's about it. But he will choose to go first again in game 2 here. We'll go ahead and look at the starting hands here. For the Tri-Brigade player, we have Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, Fractal, Rescue Cat, Tri-Brigade Kit, and a Forbidden Droplet. And then for the Swordsoul player, we have Pot of Prosperity, the Long One, the Moye, the Taya, and the Infinite Impermanence there. So, you know, having all 3 of the Swordsoul names in hand is not bad, especially when you're going first. We'll go ahead and normal summon the Moye, trigger its effect, revealing the Taya here. We'll go ahead and special summon out a token because Ash Blossom cannot hit the Moye here. We'll go ahead and summon the the Grandmaster here. We'll go Grandmaster Chainlink 1, Moye Chainlink 2 to draw one, who draws a Fusion Destiny. That's very good. Then we'll add Blackout. And then we'll do Long One effect here. Discard the Taya, special summon the Long One and a token here. And then we'll go into a Synchro Summon of a 10, which will be Baronet de Fleur here. We'll trigger Long One to inflict the 1200. And then we'll go ahead and do Fusion Destiny's effect here. That will be met with Ash here. And then we'll go ahead and activate Baronet's effect to negate the Ash Blossom. And we'll send the Dasher and Celestia to get the Enforcer out onto field here. We'll set 2 cards and we'll pass back to our opponent here. And now in standby phase, we'll actually trigger Baronet's effect here. The reason why we're doing it here is because its effect to negate, it's already been activated. You can only do it once while it's face up on the field. So we'll go return it to the extra deck and just summon a random card here. So he does Long One in the standby. We'll target, or we'll do the Baronet effect, target the Long One to the special, then Baronet shuffles itself back into the extra deck. And we'll just summon out the Long One here, and then we'll proceed with the turn here. We'll go main phase 1, we'll normal summon that Rescue Cat. We will trigger Enforcer on that normal summon, and then we'll go ahead and do Forbidden Droplet, send the Rescue Cat plus the kit here, which is very interesting. So we'll negate the Grandmaster and the Phoenix Enforcer, and then a kit effect will trigger here. And then Kit will go ahead and send ourselves a Nerval. Nerval will go ahead and add Karas to him. And then here we'll go Karas effect, discard that Fractal that we have in hand. We'll go ahead and special summon out of the Karas. And then we'll go ahead and do Karas effect, banishing 4 for cost. That will be met with infinite impermanence here. So very interesting. And that is enough for the Tri-Brigade player. He has seen enough. Yeah, basically Revolt was the only thing that was keeping him alive in that case. So yeah, I can see why you would want to just admit defeat. Go to game 3, see what can happen here. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting. This is going to be the first time the Tri-Brigade player is going to be going first as well. And of course, he'll obviously choose to go first here. Now let's get a look at the starting hands here. So the starting hand for the Tri-Brigade, we got the Fusion Destiny, the Tri-Brigade Revolt, and Nibiru, Foolish, and Dasher. Pretty bad hand. Foolish is the only thing that saved it there. For the Swordsoul player, we have a Moye, we have Adhara, we have a Forbidden Chalice, a Mystic Mine, and a Taya as well. So we'll go ahead and go into standby and then a main phase here. We'll go ahead and activate that Foolish Burial. Only play for the Tri-Brigade player, but we'll send Kit, send Nerval. Nerval, we'll go ahead and add the Fractal here. And we'll go ahead and normal summon that Fractal. We'll banish 2 for cost and summon out the Ancient Warrior Oath here. And then we'll go ahead and do Fractal effect, sending itself from the field to the graveyard to trigger its effect. We'll send the Karas from deck. We'll activate Fusion Destiny. We'll send the Dasher from hand and the Celestial from deck here to summon out the Enforcer. We'll go ahead and set 1 Revolt, and we'll pass it back to the Tri-Brigade player, who draws another Mystic Mine for turn. We'll go ahead and activate one of those Mystic Mines here. We'll go ahead and go and trigger Enforcer's effect in response of this. We'll go ahead and target the, well, it doesn't target, but we'll pop himself in Mystic Mine, then trigger Enforcer in the graveyard. And then we'll go ahead and then activate the second Mystic Mine. That will trigger the Oath, which will send itself to grave to return Mystic Mine. And then we'll go ahead and normal summon Moye. Basically, can combo off here. We'll reveal the Taya to summon out a token here. And then we'll go ahead and go into a Synchro Summon into Grandmaster here. And we'll go ahead and go Grandmaster Chainlink 1 and then the Moye Chainlink 2. We drew Fashuda for turn, and we'll add the Long One. We'll do Long One effect, send that Fashuda to graveyard, and then we'll summon out the Long One plus the token. And then we will think here, actually, for the Tri-Brigade player here, we'll activate the Tri-Brigade Revolt here. We'll go ahead and send Kit and Nerval and then summon 2 other monsters. Then go into the Omen here. And then we'll go Omen Chainlink 2, Nerval Chainlink 1. We'll trigger Grandmaster's effect here, which is illegal because you can only activate one of the effects of Grandmaster's once per turn. He's already activated the one that lets you add from deck to hand, so that its negation effect cannot activate in this turn. But both players missed it, so it does go through here. So Omen will get negated here, which is, but he will still get the Nerval add. Again, that is a misplay. You can't do that. You can only activate one of the effects of Grandmaster once per turn. So this is technically an illegal play. But it is whatever, because we'll go ahead and activate Nibiru on the resolution here. And we'll just send the entire field to the graveyard here. We'll summon out a token. And then we'll go ahead now. Swordsoul player will now go ahead and do Adhara to special summon himself out onto the field here. And then we'll go ahead and link off that Adhara, go into Monk of the Tenyu, and then we'll do Fashuda effect here to return the Nibiru. Then Adhara's effect will target the Fashuda to add it back to hand. Then Fashuda will special summon off its effect. And we'll go ahead and go into a Link 2 of Shaman. Verte and Akonda. Either one works here. It's really up to you. But we'll send the Fusion Destiny here, and then we'll pay 2k, send the Fusion Destiny, and then send Dasher and Celestial, and then we'll get that Enforcer out onto field. We'll set one card, and we will pass it back to the Swordsoul player, or the Tri-Brigade player, who draws Forbidden Droplet for turn, which, oh boy, stand by, we do get that Enforcer back, and then we'll immediately activate the Enforcer. On that, we will, Swordsoul player change his Enforcer, which will go ahead and get Droplet, send the Nibiru here, which is very interesting. And now we'll go ahead and Enforcer will resolve here. We'll pop the Chalice, or we'll actually chain Chalice to negate the Enforcer here, my bad. So now Enforcer, both Enforcers on field are negated. We'll go ahead and normal summon that Kit here, and he can basically have free range. Nothing, you basically know his 2 cards in hand because you know the Mystic Mind because you returned it back to hand, and you know the Taya because he revealed it. We'll banish 4 for cost here with Kit. We'll go ahead and summon out the Omen here, and then Omen effect will trigger here to banish a card. We'll actually banish the Enforcer here, if, you know, my thing can speed up a little bit. And then we'll go into a Link 2, make a Ferrigite. We'll trigger Omen Chainlink 1, then Kit Chainlink 2. Or opposite way around. So we'll add Kit, or add Fractal, send Nerval effect, add another Fractal to hand. Then we'll trigger Ferrigite here to special summon out that Fractal. And then we will go ahead and just banish 2 for cost here. We'll go ahead and summon the Bear Brum here, which is very interesting. And then we'll go into a Link 4. And yeah, the Swordsoul player has seen enough. Yeah, very interesting duel. Again, Tri-Brigade still very, very powerful, but, you know, a little bit of a misplay in there, but it really didn't end up mattering in the end. Tri-Brigade player does take it. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more content on the channel, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.